Hi everybody, it's Rolex here once again in this part two of Gauntlet Journey. For me, personally, I don't really play hardcore that much anymore, and obviously never touched Gauntlet before, so this is my first time. And I'm still doing the good old the third character that I've been doing. It's still running fine. uh, yeah, it's still live. That's pretty much it. I got to level 69 now, I think, and I just go through the act. Still not really completing the act yet because I try to maybe run the what is this the aspirants trial, before going into map, because getting a penalty for the resistance would probably going to hurt a little bit, and I don't want to do that. Uh, because my gear is not that good. Like they're probably just like some random that I pick it up, the random rares and stuff like that. Probably don't really have a good life or a good resistance and stuff like that. If they have one good life, they probably don't have a good resistance. So my gear is still pretty bad, because it's just a leveling gear. It's just going through axe, like early league start gear or something like that. I don't really play that much. I spend maybe about like I don't know, but we'll check once I get into the character, and the character is still doing the absolute same thing. Like impale, champion helix and stuff like that. I play the same build for maybe a lot of the Lake Star stuff, and you guys probably like, well, it's kind of getting bored, because like playing the same thing over and over and over. I mean, it's just fun, fun for me, and I could probably play this build for another like maybe half a year or something, for maybe like two more leagues, and I can change to the new skills or something like that. Maybe it can going to be like a champion still. Be a champion just very very fun for me personally. Maybe if you don't like champion because you just like Sum build, just like explodey, wide screen clear or something like that, you probably don't like champion. But I enjoy champion. That's just my thing. I guess because it's just tanky. Obviously, there's a lot more tanky choice, but I think champion just fit me the most. And I don't want to talk about like anything much because there's nothing to see on the screen anyway. So there's no montage, there's no bot fights or something like that. I mean, there's some like kind of boss fight stuff going on with like act bots and stuff like that, but they're not particularly hard. Some of them it's kind of nasty, but there's nothing crazy about it. Let's get into the character that I've
I
been built
can't do
so
this just
far.
yet.
Right now it's level 69. This name's still the same. Where can I stop dying, please? Uh, right now, I'm running with 2 aura plus the red banner. Once I get the Uber Lab, well, I will probably run red banner for free. So it's going to be a little bit more mana that I have unreserved. I'm probably gonna try to, not running a purity of elements, but try to get like some freeze immunity somewhere else, or even freeze and chill immunity somewhere else. Maybe just like get on my flash, maybe getting on my something else, maybe stack like avoidance or something. But that's just probably going to be in future. And three is still absolutely the same. I'm probably gonna try to drop some of the resistance node, drop some of the stat because they probably don't really do much. And I'm probably gonna try to fix my stat by just replacing gear and getting some stats on my gear here and there, I think. But right now, I am sitting at around 3.8k life, and you can probably see here. And I will probably have more once I get into the this node here. I'm probably gonna have like 4k or something like that by getting into maps and stuff like that. Uh, and once I get just Merciless Lab, I'll get a fortification, 45 for free, so I can drop the 45 from Leaf Slam here. So there's nothing much to talk about. It's pretty much the same passive tree from before, except I go for Hatchet Master. This one is just going for I went on this like really early into the game, because grant you pretty good attack speed and the onslaught on kill, which is really nice early on because you can drop onslaught gem. I got 5 links for just random 5 link on about like level 45 or something like that, and then I just like maybe just like out it and got the 60 life and a little bit of strength, which is cool. But then trying to make use of this color is very hard, because like getting 2 green early on is pretty damn hard on the strength based chess. Uh, and I'm still running with like brutality, life tap, and cruelty, because this is probably going to be the best setup for if you have like 3 red, and then 1 more green is going to be vicious projectile. Obviously, you can drop cruelty running something like a damage on full life, but that's kind of not really effective against, like, most of the time you're probably gonna not on full life when you get hit, right? So they're not really working. So like cruelty probably gonna be your best choice for your 6 link. If you have like red gem, if you have like blue gem, you're probably never going to get anything except if you're playing crit. That's just pretty much it. I'm using this because my determination costs way too much mana on reserve way too much mana, so I can't really do determination. So I have to grab the mastery of armor here. You could probably grab there if you don't want soul steel, but I recommend getting soul steel. They're very good, early on, give you a lot of armor, just flat armor and percent armor, like way more than you can get on your gear like early on, especially about around level 50 or something. When you grab this, you have like really good armor, really good mitigation along. And I'm probably going to try to drop some of the nodes that is really matter. I think attack speed is really important, because my attack speed is pretty bad right now, as you can see here. My leap slam is not that good, and the spectral helix also takes a while to attack. I'm still using like whatever axe that I have here. I happen to like alteration spam until I get like tier 2 here. They almost max, which is actually max roll physical damage, and then they crap the percent physical damage on it. I think I spent one recall orb here that I had on this axe, so I probably can use this axe until probably until maps and maybe early mapping, and then if I got harvest on my new axe and stuff like that, I probably can change. But this is probably going to be my axe for now. My rings, I just Scourge this one, getting some attack speed and light, which is really nice. It's minus lightning resistance, which is not really that crazy. It's like minus 19, so I'm still doing fine with that. If I run with the obviously if I run purity of elements. If I don't run this, I have problem with lightning resistance. I probably get it fixed later. Maybe just grab like some lightning resistance and chaos resistance on my boots. Maybe just like maybe replacing some of resistance here and there, and maybe getting like a rare chest piece with like 5 link or something like that, and then I can probably get lightning resistance that way. Right now I don't have way to have spell suppressions and stuff like that. I'm probably gonna try to get it soon, but that's it for the character right now. Because I don't really play that much, as you can probably see here. I play about 9 hours on this character, and they were not really 9 hours because I just like move out a lot, just like AFK, probably maybe an hour or two here, and I'm doing at just hit Act 10. That's pretty much how far I've been into this Gauntlet event, because I don't really have any motivation to go fast, because I don't really want to race with anyone. I don't care getting level 95 on this event, because it's really hard, and it's going to be like a lot of energy consuming, a lot of time consuming as well. And obviously you have to gear your character pretty well to try to get to level 95. It's not like delve. When delving, you don't really care about your map pool, you don't really care about anything, you can delve for free. But in Gauntlet, you actually have to drop maps to run maps, And to be able to drop maps, you actually have to invest a little bit, maybe making the map a little bit harder on itself, because otherwise you wouldn't drop that many maps and you wouldn't sustain your map. That's pretty much how it would go, right? So it's not going to be as easy as just running Delve, because obviously Delve doesn't have this modifier. It doesn't have 4x or projectile, doesn't have attack cast speed, doesn't have damage, right? So most of the time, if you're running Delve, running just like barely 83 zone, you pretty much just like ignore these mods. Like you can just go sideways and then getting a bunch of XP, and doing those things. It's very very easy to get to level 95, I would say. But in Gauntlet, everything is harder, and it's gonna make even harder if you run maps with modifiers on it. So that's gonna be it, guys, and hope you guys enjoy it. And if you do enjoy it, don't forget to like and subscribe, and maybe ring a bell or something like that if you want to, follow my journey, to see how this character goes. Because if this character die, I will not make a new character on Gauntlet anymore. So the the journey would be over with this character, because I don't feel like it's worth just running with another character or even two character, because I'm going to run the same character anyway. So it's just gonna be boring all the way until I get to the point where I can progressing, which is annoying, and I don't want to do it. So just hope that this character survive for another 2 days or something. Then I can make a absolutely update on this character and try to get it going. I'm probably gonna try to get level 95 still, but it's going to be a long time. Longer than Delve, I guess, because Delve is pretty easy to do. And that's it, guys. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye.